Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the next episode of Powerful Women Summit. So, if you are somebody already excited and joining me live today, I want you to just do a little favor for me. If you are live with me here, please type live in the comments. And if you are watching the replay of this summit, please type replay in the comments. I would love to welcome each one of you in today's Powerful Women Summit. Yes, let me see if you are already here. Okay, all right. I cannot see the names, but I can see few people are there. So thank you so much, first of all, for joining us on time. So this is our episode 3 in the season 2 series of Powerful Women Summit. We have done a lot of episode earlier based on your positive feedback and the kind of support that we were getting. We continued these episodes so that we can bring those amazing people, amazing coaches, experts, and the women entrepreneurs who can inspire us with their experience, with their wisdom words. So if you have not watched any of episode earlier, we have a channel called Coach Neha Garg on YouTube. There you can go and watch the episode later on after this summit. Right now, just focus on this summit. And what is our today's theme? Anybody here who is watching us can type in the comments if you know already what is the theme of today's summit. Yes? No idea? All right. Today's theme is based on a real time problem. That means we all are facing these problems nowadays, especially in women entrepreneurship. So, have you ever observed yourself that you want to do a lot of work, you have so many things in your mind, you have dreams to fulfill, you know that this is the path I need to go on, but something stop you again and again. Sometimes it's a responsibility as a mother, sometimes it's a responsibility as a wife, sometimes it's a responsibility as a simple homemaker. So how we can fulfill our dreams while fulfilling these responsibilities, and I would say simply how to balance this work life for ourselves so that we can move ahead and we can achieve success, because it is not about the knowledge and skill, it is about the consistency you create in your life. And to discuss this topic for all of you, we have a lineup of powerful speakers today, and they're going to talk about different aspect of life, different areas of life where you might feel that you are stuck, and some of you can get your answers as well. So I hope all of you are excited today. Yes, let me see the excitement in the comment box here. Yes, this is right. Thank you so much. Now we are starting this episode. I'm going to start with my introduction. So, I'm your host for today's Powerful Women Summit. My name is Neha Garg, and I'm a digital skills coach for women entrepreneurs. I help women entrepreneurs to raise their confidence in handling digital platforms and technology so that they can grow their business online and offline as well, right? So this is about me, but as today is not my day, so today is our speaker's day. So I'm going to invite our speaker one by one, and they're going to discuss this topic with their insight. And please, if you can, have a pen and paper with you where you can note down the pointers. That will be really beneficial, because we all have a short term memory loss. That means if you hear something, it will stay with you for a very short period of time, but if you write down, it will stay with you forever. So if you can, if it is possible, then have a pen and paper with you. So starting our episode with our first speaker of the day, where she's going to talk about something which you all love, but you don't say that you love. Can anybody guesses what all of you love? Yes? No guesses? No? All right. So it's money. We all love money in our heart, and that's why we don't spend easily. But we do not talk about this. So today, our first speaker is going to talk about money, because she is a financial empowerment coach, and her name is Mithu Roy. So let's virtually invite her with the clapping on our Powerful Women Summit and hear from her. Over to you, Mithu.
Yay! Hello, and a very good afternoon to everyone watching this powerful Women Summit today. And I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Neha, our host, for organizing this an amazing event and giving me this opportunity and platform to be a speaker at this powerful summit. And I'm truly feeling honored to be among such incredible and inspiring women today. And as today's theme is work-life balance for women, so let me share my perspective on this. So let me give you an example to visualize this. Now, imagine that your life is a car, and the front wheels represent your personal life, and the back wheels represent your work life. And the aligned wheels actually represent the balance between our work lives and personal lives. But what one thing is missing in that? See, the one thing that controls the direction of this car, what is that? So can anybody guess what is that? Yes, it's a steering wheel, of course, because see, if you don't do driving and if you don't have control over your steering, so what will happen? Either like you get stuck. Either your car won't move, or worse, what will happen? It crashes. So finances are the steering wheel in our life when we talk about the balancing our work life for women. So the same things will happen when we try to manage our work life balance, and without understanding our money and without understanding our finances. So this kind of mistakes may happen. So now let me define our women's role here. See, we women are born as a multitasker. Yeah. So do you all agree with this? I'm sure, yes. Because see, from managing home, kids, managing family, elders, careers, and managing multiple roles like a pro, we play, multiple roles, and we juggling many things in our life. But one role many of us actually avoid. What is that? That is CFO. So don't get confused with this jargon, because this CFO is Chief Financial Officer of our own lives. Because see, every day we make decisions, with thousand decisions we make in our life. Yeah, from the like since we wake up early in the morning, what we should cook for our breakfast, whatever what lunch we should pack for our kids or for our spouse, which is the best tuition class, or which is the extracurricular curricular activities we should put to our kids. And even how to balance the house budget, like from the bills, groceries, everything. So when it comes for savings, investing, or making a financial decisions, then what we'll do, we always prefer to take our back seat. But why we always do like that? Because believe that the answer lies in our belief system that our ancestors passed on, and our society. See what? Like finances is a man's job. Women should manage the kitchen and home. Mindset blocks, and which hold us back in this balancing wheel to turn around. So now let me just discuss some statements which when I talk about many talk to many women, so which I come across. So these are the statements like let me earn first, then I will think about saving. I think you must have heard about these statements, because many of us we tell very often in our life that I will invest when I have more money, or my husband takes care of it, I don't need to. So we don't feel the requirement. What is the need when my parents or my husband is take care of it? So I don't need. And this is and that is the very perfect. This is not the right time. Maybe after some time, or maybe next year. So these are the very common statements. And let me tell you, these are not excuses. Okay, these are not come from our laziness. Yeah, these are the subconscious belief formed over the years, and and until and unless we change this mindset, nothing is going to change on the outside, how much ever we try to manage our work life balance. See, now what happened? Yeah, definite some shift has happened after COVID, because it has shook many of us, many women, even those they have never thought about money, and they have never thought about handling finances, but they started thinking that if I can, with that confidence, that if I can manage COVID like situation and I can manage a family in a crisis, why not money? But even after this, that eye-opening survey, what survey says that still 33% of Indian women actively invest their money compared to 68% of the men. And that survey says, okay. And now also less than 30% of working women, they feel confident enough to take their independent own financial decisions. And still majority of the women rely on their spouse or parents or family members to handle the financial matters. And 7 out of 100 in India invest in stock market. See this, now it's 2025. AI is booming, world is digitized, life has become so advanced, but many of us still following the same old pattern, buying gold jewelry, and our entire like hard earned money we pay for creating an asset, and we'll having the cash flow crunch, and same bank FD. Why? Just because that that's what we have always seen from the beginning, from our parents, from our ancestors. And if a few of us now in this era, if they have broken also this traditional pathway and they wanted to become rich, like quick rich overnight, so what happened? Hence they fallen into trap, and instead of financial gain, they ended up with major losses. And why it has happened? It is just lack of financial awareness, lack of financial literacy, and the handhold support from a good mentor or a guide. Yeah. So, see, now managing finances is no longer a luxury, or we can say it's a man's job. Because now we can see this earlier time, it was there that when women used to come from the office and they only have to cook. But now, what I can see, even my colleagues also, I can see they say, no, we have to go back home early. Why? Because I am, with my wife, I'm also, helping her in the kitchen work, because now the situation has changed, everything has changed. So just like now we now learn cook and take care of health, raise kids, money management also become a part of our daily life. Okay, so we have to think now, we earn, we spend, we budget, but we don't invest or grow money. Now, when we talk about the balance, work-life balance, so what is exactly the role of finances, in balancing the work and life? So the thing is, you cannot balance your life ignoring the money part, because that is the daily need from morning. Once we wake up and we take the brush to, and use our toothpaste. So from that onwards, the expenses will start. So till that time, we go for our sleep. Okay, bedtime. So everything, whatever we use, so everywhere expenses, everywhere money is required. So, but if when you will know how to manage money, and then you are almost sorted out to balance your work life, what will happen? You will make bolder choices, because you have the freedom of choice. You will make bolder choices. You stop settling for less, and you raise your children who are actually the future of the nation, with their money to maintain from the very early age to work life balance, so that when they will come to our age, they should not have to struggle in that way. Yeah. So now let me ask you a question now. See, what do we do when we want to be healthy, or we would like to be look beautiful? What we do? So anybody can say. So to get healthy, to be fit, what exactly we do? So the thing is, yeah. So the thing is, we uh, maintain a healthy diet. Yes. So you agree with that, that we take a, diet with carbohydrate, protein, mineral, vitamins, that's a healthy diet, and a healthy balanced lifestyle, right? So same way, similar way, when we talk about the work life balance, yes, our finances, we have to also make a financial diet. In our work life balance, we have to make a financial diet, proper financial diet. We all need to actually curate, we need to curate this perfect balance, that how we can manage our finances. Yeah. So here is my role as being a financial empowerment coach. I help a woman to break this barrier, where they say, already I have told you that some money blockages, that mindset, when I have the money, that time only I will start. So that barrier, I will help them to break it, and with confidence, even in 100 rupees, you can start with your home money. It's not like that you have lot of money with you to start your investing journey or make your work life balance in this. So that is the way where I will help, so that the women to be empowered with their own financial decisions. So, so today I would like to share some six important strategies, which it will help you to make your financial future by implementing these steps. And I can't. Sorry. So I just want to tell you, if the time permits, then I would like to uh, give you my short story. So is it okay, Neha? Can I have the time? Can you please say? Yeah, is it okay? So I just would like to say, because lot many people may think, because whenever people comes to me, the first question, a lot of people they ask, yeah, are you CFP? Are you a CA? So are you auditor? So let me just tell the how that finance has become my passion. So yeah, because after marriage, we were a just lovey-dovey couple, and we used to, we have never thought, because we both are earning, so we are just lavishly living our life, and because we know that our salary is coming every month. So what is the point of saving or investing all these things? So whatever we wish, according to our wish, we used to first to spend. So like that, we have taken our flat and every luxury item, and we used to go for every day is a honeymoon period for us. So every week going for, the party, going for out of station. So we have never thought about all these things. Then what happened then? Global recession came 2008, and global recession, 2007 onwards, it just started reflecting. So what happened? Our money started, salary stopped coming. So salary stopped coming. So 3 months for me and 3 months for my husband, we have not got the salary. So what happened when you don't have the recurring income? So what happened? Obviously, you will, whatever your pool fund is there, whatever your savings are there, so your hand will go and you will start from the savings. So whatever the small things, because though we were not very much into that saving and investment, because that time that niche was not there, that things why we have to do that, priority was not set. So we were not having that much savings. So what happened? Savings also got over, and then we started realizing that the lenders, the borrowers, they have started sending the recovery agent at home, and that calls, and that neighbor, they say, you got this notice. So what happened? Why people are coming? So that nightmare, that sleep loss, everything. So one fine day, what we did, we have just taken some money from one of the relative, and we have taken one suitcase, me and my husband, like, we just escaped, like, and we have settled, we have relocated to the other city. So now where I'm staying in Bangalore. So that time, that rigorously we were, because we know that Hyderabad and Bangalore is the IT hub city. So maybe we'll get the job. So my husband started, searching for job. Even I started searching for job, and I got also, that somehow I got a job, and I was very very happy that I will be going to take the offer letter. But while I was coming, and it was just summer season. So what happened? I just fainted. When I fainted, and that nearby hospital I went, And then the people were congratulating me, and when I became conscious, and I thought, why people are congratulating? The doctor said, and they said, that is the, for a woman, I think that is a precious gift, every woman and every mother they want. So that happened. So they say, no, no, you are, very shortly you're going to be a mother. But that moment, instead of joy, no, instead of the happiness, I felt, oh my God, I don't have, the roof in my hand. I can't have food for myself. So many borrowers are, they are in line. So how can I give birth? How can I welcome her in this world? So that moment, and when I came for my job, obviously they said, no, ma'am, sorry, because you are very new, so we cannot afford you to maternity leave. So what happened? We cannot offer you the job. After delivery, you come and we definitely will take you. And that time you can imagine that, that the moment, to be feeling like a becoming a mother, how many thoughts were coming in our mind. So, but this 1 year, what I did, I have just utilized the best way, because I thought, I just reflected my back. What happened? Why my situation is today, right now I'm here. I'm having so much adversity in my life. So what I did, I have just again borrowed some money. I have gone for my training for 1 year. I've gone for my training till I deliver, and upgraded my skills, enhanced my skills, and did the certification, for the certification course. I each expenses I started tracking. I started, because that time this internet, these facilities were not there. That time, that how now today our mentors are holding our hand and they are giving their best, so that we can give our best, and we can be we can transform our life in a best. But that time these facilities were not there. That internet facility was not there. So I myself day and night sat, and one day I have started, how to do, and learned by myself, that how budget should be done, what is the want, what is the need, how I can track my finances, what are the savings things, what are the investment things. So each and everything I have just gone through. And then 1 year I have made myself in a position where I had, after delivery, I went back to my work, and then I have started my saving and my investment journey, and it become my passion. But this is not a story for me to come here. But then I was continuing my job, but due that COVID time, we have lost so many of our that near and dear one. So same way, I have lost my brother that time, and he was my only one younger brother. And I have witnessed the same thing with my brother's wife. Being a homemaker, being a woman, if you don't have the financial knowledge, if you don't know the how to do the banking and investments and property thing and all these things, how people will take advantage and people will bully you, and you have to feel so much of objection in this life and the struggle. So feeling that struggle, I thought, no, let me just not go back to my job, and I should start something, which what I have taken care of for myself, and from where the scratch, not even I can say zero, I went into minus. Then from the minus I came to zero, and I made, and I have just cleared all my debt, and that I have taken back all my property, whatever I have lost it, I got back everything. So why not I start teaching, and that handhold other women, so that they can also come up in their life instead of give up. So with that, I have started this financial empowerment journey. And today I would like to give the simple six strategies, so that you can also, if anybody audience, if you're feeling like that, if you're stuck, so I can give some strategies. So the strategies, like so first thing, you have to create a fund for yourself. That is number one. So whether if you're a working woman, so maybe you can save at least 20% of your saving, of your income, first 20%, and as your freedom fund, you will not touch on this. And if you are yet to restart, like yet to start your career or yet to restart your career, if it's 10 rupees also, but make it a habit. that pay yourself first. Maybe your spouse is earning, family members are earning, so you are getting that home budget money. So from there, at least 10 rupees, but make it a practice as a me fund. Second thing, you start same, like track your spending, whether it's a big, it's a small. So what will happen when you track your expenses? You will come to know, okay, what is your need, what is your want, and then periodically like review. Once you review, you will come to know, and accordingly you can adjust. And the third step, you invest in your self learning, because I knew that how my learning, investment for myself, though I have borrowed that time that money, but how it has invest, how it has helped me to grow my career. And today also, that self learning and how it is helping me to, this transformation and to grow further in my career. That is, so it's very, very important that you 5% of your money, you please upgrade your, your enhance your skills. You can, get the financial literacy from the books, or now internet is there anyway. So YouTube, podcast, and you can protect yourself from all these scams. And the fourth step is like, investing. Yes. So you have to start investing wherever you are now. You don't need to wait for that. When I have the money, that time I will start, because in that way you will always work for money. Let now your money grow and money works for you, because you have worked very hard. So now let your money work hard for you. And because see now it becomes so easy. So even if 100 rupees also, very smart way you can start, you're managing your finance and investment. And the step 5 is, that yeah, protection. So follow this financial pyramid. The financial pyramid, what it is, in the bottom up approach, where your base should be protection. So you see today only, you go and just see that where my family, what are the salary, what are the income is coming to my home. This income is protected or not. My health is protected or not. My life is, my family life is protected or not. So the first thing, the basic thing is protection. So check that one, because first your protection come, then your saving, then growth, and then dreams of passive income. And yes, my I'm just close to I think my almost my time. I don't know whether I have done. I'm just trying to because I didn't see the what is the time. So but yes, my mentor, and my mentor, and everybody, Miss Neha, she told always, she used to tell that, that not taking decision is also a decision. Yes. So take the decision, start somewhere, and your action only brings you the clarity. So your one decision can change your destiny. So I have followed this, and I will tell my community also, and I am a very big believer on this. So here my message to every woman and the audience, that yes, you already know how to build homes. Now let's build your wealth with a lot of clarity, courage, and confidence. And yeah, so join my upcoming workshop. I'll be coming soon with my upcoming, that workshop, so that all the links and everything I will give it to the host, and she will give you. And then also I would like to invite everyone here, that master your money, so you can, where you can start from the scratch, and where you will learn from the step by step process, and the real tools of the savings, plannings, and investing. And yes, of course, that I will be there as a supporting, handhold you, and take my Facebook link from Neha, like host, and join there. And registration link, she will definitely post you, and don't miss it. And because one thing, always I have heard, and I want to tell also, when a woman learn about money, family grows stronger and future become brighter. So now with this, I would like to say thank you everyone for giving me, this opportunity to speak and hear. And yes, bye bye. Take care. See you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mithu, for sharing these powerful insights. And we have been hearing all your words, and I can see the comment box is also buzzing. So many people are responding. We really love the way you shared each and everything. And we could possibly hope that this will go long and long. We will keep a separate session for that. But whatever you shared, how many of you agree with me that this is the need of the hour, that women should especially know about their finances, right? So hope you have made notes. If you haven't made notes, please watch the replay of this session so that you can understand the whole sequence of how to actually make your money work for you. With that note, we are going to move to the second speaker. Thank you so much to listening to us, and thank you so much to the speaker as well for sharing her insights. Now, the main problem comes in our way whenever we start working and making money is something which is very, very common. Any guesses? Put in the comment box if you know what is the main concern we all, especially as the women, face in life. आई एम नॉट वेल, मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ, मेरी तबीयत खराब है, मैं इसलिए नहीं जा पाई थी. वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चन. हेल्थ इश्यूज. Sometimes it's actually serious. Sometimes it's an excuse as well. मेरी तबीयत खराब है, right? Why this happen with us? Why we are not well? So today with this episode we're going to talk about this as well, and for that we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Nidhi Nikanj, and she is a well-being designer, life coach, and she is going to talk about this subject with all of you, especially regarding work-life balance. So without any further delay, I want to invite her on the virtual stage with the clapping. Over to you, Nidhi. The stage is yours, and we are ready to listen from you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope I'm audible. Yeah, thank you, Neha, for giving me such an amazing introduction. Yes, what Neha just shared about wellness and all the excuses we make, but honestly, we cannot do without great health. Do we all agree? So, I, although focus on many aspects and many dimensions of wellness, so if we can just count a couple of them, we know physical wellness is very important, emotional wellness is very important, and most of us, the guest speakers here are focusing on some amount of wellness. So we just had Mithu speaking about financial wellness, right? So spiritual wellness is another one of it. So, in totality, every aspect of wellness combines to make our lives the way they are. I would like to start with my story and my background, which I'm going to do very quickly. I come from a house, because all of us have these stories which make us and turn us into who we are today. So, my story is basically in totality coming from a household which was totally misaligned in terms of rhythm, in terms of emotional stability, in terms of financial stability, and that affected me and my brother while growing up in this household where there was no discipline in any aspect. So that resulted in a very bad kind of approach towards health. So we used to take our health and our bodies for granted. So nothing was considered important. Whether I talk about eating at the right time, whether it was financial, whether it was taking our education very seriously, because that was the environment in the house, and we grew up thinking that's how the life is lived. Although we were very, very stressed, very, very emotionally exhausted because of the stressful environment in the house existed as long as I remember. We turned into adults seeing that environment, right? So somehow what got impacted the most was my emotional and physical health, which always resulted in me, telling myself I would not be able to accomplish this because I'm physically not feeling fit, because I'm hormonally always fluctuating. My periods were always a problem. PCOD was there. My periods always created this PMS, which was so bad that almost 15 days of the month I was, you know, 1 week I was dreading that the periods would come, and after the periods I was so exhausted with so much of bleeding that I would take time to recover from it. So I would hardly be left with about a week or 10 days where I would physically be feeling energetic, right? On top of it, something which is so important and which comes for free was not even understood well. So now I have a, after sharing all this story and background about my life, I would like to ask all of you a riddle. Okay, are you ready for a riddle? So it says, from the dinosaurs to the apes, from the fish to the bumblebee, every species that has ever been studied engages in me. To repair, restore, and recharge in my life's main purpose, without me, the world would be nothing short of a circus. I come to you every night, a little after the sun goes to bed. I bring with me the moon and the stars, which in the sky I widely spread. I am the one who makes your eyelids heavy and your mouth open in a yawn. After all, I don't have much time with you, as I have to depart before dawn. My hope is to have you with me in the hours that are prime, so I can energize your mind and refill your body's batteries for the next day's climb. Can you guess who? Sleep. Perfect. I think you people are bang on. So, yes, I would like to focus in today's session, although there are so many aspects that I would have loved to cover, but today I would like to focus on sleep. There's one very interesting thing. So, there is a new treatment in the market. If any one of you have heard of it, so researchers have basically discovered that a new treatment that can elongate your lifespan, cure a problem as simple as common cold and cancer as well, and it will also take care of strokes and a lot of other digestive issues that we go through, a lot of hormonal issues. So what do you think this medicine would cost? So this is a new treatment that has come in the market. Any guesses? You can just raise your hand. Any guesses for this treatment which can cure so many problems? Any guesses? No? It's actually absolutely free. And as you guessed the answer of the riddle, it is sleep. So we all ignore our sleep so much. And many a times we play with it because nowadays we have amazing gadgets, you know, so which keep us distracted. I would like to focus on this one thing, understanding. If we are told, I'm sure all of us have members in the family, or we ourselves, we have faced, or maybe we are facing some or the other kind of health issue, especially the kind of lifestyle diseases which have kind of become a part so important and so prevalent in our everyday life. So it could be diabetes, thyroid, blood pressure. Common cold has become very common now. Off and on, ever since COVID has happened, we've seen so many versions of falling, ill to cold. So I want you to understand. Well, I'll be asking you certain questions. You can answer and score them on your own papers. And this score will help you understand where do you stand in terms of this best medicine curing you every single day. So, question number one. So you have to score them. Zero means never, two means sometimes, and four means always, based on this. And I'll ask you questions. You can keep scoring yourself. I fall asleep quickly after getting into bed. It takes me just a few minutes to fall asleep after my head touches the pillow. Zero, two, or four. Number two, I get uninterrupted sleep at night. Once I close my eyes at night, I wake up directly in the morning. Zero, two, or four. Three, I don't keep repeatedly hitting the snooze button in the morning. When it's time to wake up, I rise promptly. Zero, two, or four. Next question. I wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day with a sense of enthusiasm. Number five, I have plenty of energy in the day without needing a tea or a coffee. Zero, two, or four. Six, I stay active and alert throughout the day without feeling drowsy or sleepy. Number seven, I don't oversleep on weekends and wake up roughly at the same time on Saturdays, Sundays, and on the weekends. So if your score is between 0 to 7, you come under the zombie zone. If your score is between 8 to 15, you come under the alert zone, which is on the border, struggling, everyday fighting. The third is 16 to 21. You come under the light sleep zone. You still need to work on yourself. 22 to 28, you are in a deep sleep zone, every day healing yourself and waking up to a glorious day. So coming back to a point where I understand where we'll try to understand what does sleep do to us. Sleep is basically our bodies and our nature's way of helping us heal and cleanse. So during the day, when we are doing so much of thought work, when Mithu was sharing her entire stuff about money, it was like heavy for me because money is difficult to think of, right? So a lot of residue is left when we are doing a lot of thought process, when we are processing work stress, when we are processing stress with kids or whatever, even when we are preparing for a session like this, like we are doing today. So I'm sure we do have some amount of pressure, stress that we are going through. And there are some residues, some leftovers left in our mental space, this head space of ours. When does it get flushed out of our body? It gets flushed out during the sleep. So we tell ourselves, I am on a diet. I am, hitting the gym every day. Yet I am not able to lose my weight. Why do we think that is happening? Because the sleep balance is absolutely disturbed. Our body holds on to weight as a symbol of security, because sleep, what the rest and relaxation the sleep brings, it is not able to get that. No amount of diet is going to change that. No amount of nutrition is going to change the imbalance in the body if the natural cycle of sleep is being disrupted. So I would like to focus on one thing, that is the melatonin. So we've heard of these oxytocin, melatonin, and serotonin. These are the hormones that are released in the brain, right? So melatonin is a sleep hormone that is released when our eyes send a signal to the brain that it is dark and it is time to retire and rest. So when does this happen? And when does this happen nowadays? Nowadays, it is unfortunately never not happening for most of the people. So, 60% of the population of the world is addicted to screens, even during the night, because of which people are falling prey to diseases like dementia, insomnia, because this hormone is released only, when the eyes are signaling it's dark outside. So when the sun sets and the skies become dark, पुराने जमाने में क्या होता था गाँव में, हम लोग लैंटर्न के नीचे खाना खाते थे. अभी हमारे पास फुल्ली लिट हाउसेस हैं और उसके ऊपर हमारी स्क्रीन्स हैं जो हम बहुत एंजॉय करते हैं रात को सोने से पहले. वी आर वॉचिंग द मैचेस, वी आर प्लेइंग कैंडी क्रश, वी आर स्क्रोलिंग थ्रू इंस्टाग्राम. मेरे को कितने लाइक्स आए, मेरे को कितने लोगों ने देखा, कितने लोग फॉलो कर रहे हैं, सो वी डू ऑल दोज एक्टिविटीज विच वी आर नॉट एबल टू डू इन द नाइट. वी डू इट इन द डे, वी आर डूइंग इट इन द नाइट. सो व्हाट इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ इट? Our brains do not release melatonin, which is a hormone which tells our body it's time to retire and sleep. Because that is not happening, what is going on? Our bodies do not wake up fresh. We are unable to sleep with a lot of difficulty. So one thing I would like you to all note down very essentially is, what are the processes. So what I do is, with my clients mostly, is I try and understand their, patterns of everyday life 1 to 2 hours before the sleep. What is it that they're doing? What is the engagement that they are into? So I would like to point out, I'm not going to ask you any questions. I'm going to point out. You just note down if there's something you're missing. All right. So ideally what we should be doing, we should be retiring. So one more very important point is, 10 बजे से लेके 3 बजे तक का जो टाइम होता है, हमारी स्पाइन जो है, our spinal cord, it releases a certain hormone which also helps you heal a lot of things. Have you heard of life force, जिसको हम जापानीज या चाइनीज में ची बोलते हैं, और हिंदी में और आयुर्वेदा में प्राण शक्ति बोलते हैं, और इंग्लिश में लाइफ फोर्स बोलते हैं? तो ये लाइफ फोर्स क्या है? ये लाइफ फोर्स हमें, जो अभी हम बैठ के कर रहे हैं, हमें बोलने पे हेल्प कर रही है. हम कुछ प्रिपेयर करते हैं, कुछ स्टडी करते हैं, उसमें हेल्प करती है लाइफ फोर्स. अगर किसी की हड्डी टूट जाती है तो वो उसको हील करने में हेल्प करती है. डॉक्टर्स हैव नॉट फाउंड अ मेडिसिन टू हील अ बोन. They will only give you painkiller and put a plaster on your broken bone. We have no medicine in this world which can heal a broken bone. So what heals your broken bone? It is basically the life force. So what you eat and how you're resting and what you're doing at that point of time when you are hurt is what will help you heal. आपको जब चोट लगती है तो दवाई से सिर्फ आप उसको क्लीन करते हो और उसको बैंडेड करते हो ताकि वो वुंड खुला ना रहे. But otherwise, healing is happening through the body only. Your body has a capacity. It's like a pharmaceutical factory. The only problem is we have started interfering with this pharmaceutical factory, right? So how do we refresh this pharmaceutical factory so that we are healing on a daily basis consistently, right? So the first thing is, what do we do 2 hours before we sleep? What are we into? What kind of activities are we into? Are we into eating just before the sleep? Are we into watching screens, sitting with our family watching TV, or are we into discussing the day's problems with our family? What did the children go through? What is it the husband went through? What is it that I went through? Am I journaling? Am I, so one basic habit that I have made everybody in my family get into, especially my daughter, she's 9 years old, is write down gratitude in the end of the day, that what is it that she's thankful for. So that way she is very slow, so वो तो आधा घंटा ले लेती है, उसके साथ मैं भी बैठ जाती हूँ लिखने के लिए. So we are basically spending time. What all are the quality things we are spending time on? Eating food. Most of us are still engaged on screens while we are eating food. I'm pinpointing these things, right? Because this is our regular practice that we are doing. What happens when we are watching news? Abhi India Pakistan war was going on, and we all were on glued to screens to see what's going on, right? And we were doing that right before sleeping. So, what do those toxic, negative thoughts? Mostly, the news is not even correct these days. We know it. It is, media which is not even ethical, right? So, what do we do in that case? So, when we know everything around us, which is being fed to us through all these things, we are fed jealousy, we are fed insecurity, we are fed all of these negative emotions through our screens. Am I right? We sleep with this emotion, and we are somehow. Have you ever experienced a dream where you were going through a news or an article or something online or someone online, and that person shows up in your dream in the night because you've slept with that thought in your mind. You've informed your, given that piece of information to your mind, right? So what is important? So I'm going to share some simple techniques of winding down before sleeping so that your mind and body relaxes. It is very essential. So it is not a natural thing कि आप बेड पे लेटोगे, आंखें बंद करोगे और नींद आ जाएगी. अब तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता ऐसा. Am I right? So what is it? So it is like landing of a plane. A plane is able to land when the position is right, when the airbase is clear, and you can, safely land your plane there. So that is how sleep happens, right? So I'm going to share certain points with you. One thing very importantly, when you come back home from work, or even if you're working at home, please, if possible, take a warm water bath in the evening. That de-stresses your body, that regulates the temperature of your body, and gives you that moment of being with yourself. And if you think taking a bath, warm water bath at night is a little difficult for you, another step, very important step, is going to be soaking your feet in hot water with Epsom salt. That really helps. That really helps you de-stress completely. But you should not be on your screen while your feet is in the water. कि मैं अभी थोड़ा और काम कर लेती हूँ बैठ के क्योंकि मैं फ्री हूँ अभी. नो, दिस टाइम इज फॉर योर रिटायरिंग, दिस टाइम इज फॉर योर सेल्फ, फॉर योर बॉडी टू हील, राइट? वी नीड हीलिंग एवरी डे. Imagine जो हमारे छोटे बच्चे हैं, we all have kids, most of us, and when they are, they come back from school, we try and assess if they are tired, if they're energetic, if they are excited with with today's poem recitation that happened in school, or they are not very happy, they did not get an opportunity. We try to assess all of that, but we don't do that assessment for ourselves. Am I right? We don't do that assessment for ourselves. How is our body feeling? How are we feeling mentally at the end of the day? So soaking your feet in hot water with Epsom salt in it is going to help you de-stress, not with screens. 1 hour before the bedtime, your screens should be on aeroplane mode, silent mode, kept far away so that you cannot stretch your arm outside your bed and just grab your phone in case of some notification rings. Silent your notifications, right? So next very important thing is that we have to do activities which are recreational or engaging, not on screen. It could be reading a book, it could be listening to an instrumental music, not on phone. It could be played somewhere, maybe on an somewhere far away from where we are lying down. 2 hours before the bedtime, we must be done with our dinner. We should not be eating the dinner and going to bed, or making our children feed the food and then, just immediately after that putting them to bed. So this recreational hobby, like reading or journaling, like I said, what does it help us do? It helps us process what we've gone through during the day. It helps us. It could be simply knitting, crocheting, embroidery. It could be anything which is apart from screen time, which is apart from shouting at our kids and saying, please go to sleep. Why are you not in bed right now? Because we need to still scroll on our phones. We want them to be on the bed so that we can do our work, right? So, like I said, hot foot baths, it's very important to have the environment of your room to be very comfortable. For example, your bed sheet should be nicely spread out and put. There should be some nice fragrance, incense that you can burn, because nice smelling room also calms your mind. So whatever is your favorite fragrance is what you can go for. My favorite fragrance is lavender and rose. So when I, just light it on, it immediately calms me down, right? Another very important step that I personally, because I am very prone to stress, like I said, the kind of childhood I had always induces stress very fast in me. So I kind of stick to thoughts for a very long time. So, what I do is I do this meditation which involves breathing. So, when I breathe deeply from my nose and breathe out from my mouth, so you must have heard of box breathing. Have you all heard of box breathing? Have you done 4-7-8 breathing also? Right? So we breathe in for four, count of four, hold in for five, and exhale for eight, right? We breathe out from mouth. So these are some very practical tips that can be taken care of to make your evenings minimally stimulated by screens and by external media. Very, very essential. So I hope that much information helps you work on your sleep better. So what I essentially do is I work with my clients one on one, online and offline both, and I take sessions with them. So many of us are, having problems with sleep. I was also a patient of insomnia at one point of time. So I understand that no matter how successful you are, no matter how comfortable you are, no matter how in shape you are, but if your mind is not at rest, eventually you are going to encounter a disease which will not be able to which is not visible, which is not seen by others and felt by others. So it is very essential to take care of your emotional and mental space by considering this free medicine that has been given to us by nature, which is sleep, and that will help you relax. So my, the sessions that I take are mostly around your breath work, meditations, and of course emotional wellness as well. I also run a wellness restaurant in Dharamshala. So we serve food that basically heal people. So I am all about, and we are going to soon start physical retreats in our premises where people can come and heal themselves. So thank you so much for your time. I would like to, hand over the further session to Neha. And thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps all of you.
That was really, really insightful, and I think I have been hearing these things for the first time and almost feeling guilty that I am not following any of this. So I knew that, how it feels when you are doing a lot of things, but you are not feeling good from inside. And the simple reason she told each one of you today, and that is your sleep. And you know that is a free thing. So I'm gonna follow all of this, and those who are asking the questions, you can replay this recording of this Powerful Women Summit later on, and you can note down them. That will be available. Also, we'll be sharing the link of all the speakers one by one. It's like for Mithu's link and for Nidhi's connecting link. If you want to connect with her, you can. All right. So we'll be sharing all the links in the description once we complete this session for all of you. Now, moving ahead, one of the things which I personally, took a lot of time in believing is we attract what we desire. We always get what we look for or we say. So it's like, so many people say our words become our reality. Simple example दूं, ठीक है, आप बोलोगे बारिश होने वाली है, बारिश होने वाली है, बारिश होने वाली है, और आप देखोगे बारिश हो जाएगी. Okay, then what is this? This is something which many people are, talking in a different way. Like everybody I have seen, they have the different thoughts, but I believe somewhere this is true, and that is manifestation. And to talk about this particular topic, which I feel is actually close to my heart, because most of the time what I say becomes true. So that I feel really needs to be discussed here when we are talking about one life balance, because you will be, continuously attracting something in your life, and if you know the right way, you can attract more. To that, to discuss all of that, we have a powerful speaker with us. Her name is Dr. Saroja Anand, and she is a manifestation coach, and she is here to guide us how to align your energy, how to attract more abundance in your life, or I would say anything which you desire. So I'm gonna invite her on virtual stage, and let's hear from her. Over to you, Dr. Saroja.
Thank you so much, Neha, for having me here. So, we will today we will discuss about how to align your energy and your intention to balance your life. So, here what did Neha just told, like आज बारिश होगी, तो definitely how we are keep on thinking about certain things, and like unintentionally or intentionally also those happens. And the same thing, mothers usually like we understand, अपने घर पे बड़े लोग भी होते हैं, like in-laws and our parents, they keep on saying to the बच्चे, अभी ये गिरने वाला है, देखो देखो गिरने वाला है, गिरने वाला है. तो obviously after 2 steps the child will fall down. It's not because like it's like a rewiring your mind inside, so the child will also think the same. Now coming to our aligning our energy and aligning our intention to get a balanced life, first of all. So usually women, I would say, you're not here to hustle harder. हमको कुछ काम दिया गया है, तो उसको कैसे भी, जैसे पेड़ तोड़ना है, पत्थर तोड़ना है, वैसे हसल होके उसको काम खत्म करना है. That's not the intention or the purpose of your life here. You're here to align deeper with your life purpose. तो वो कैसे जाने and कैसे and how we can align with that. So we'll understand that one by one. And today I'm not here to motivate you. ये हुआ वो हुआ उसका examples देके obviously we get inspired and motivated, but my main purpose of being here is to magnetize your reality. So कैसे हम अपने thoughts, feelings, beliefs और action को align करके उस energy और intention को अपना reality में कैसे देखे करके. So this is what I wanted to share you today. So I have a question for you all. Have you ever felt you are doing everything right, perfectly कर रहे हो, but एक बार तो लगता है कुछ तो ऑफ बैलेंस है, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ रह गया ऐसे ही, we are not completing it. We know that we have given 100%. Beyond that, we are giving more than that. हमारा चाय वाला टाइम भी किसी और को देके वो काम भी हम कर लेते हैं. We don't even take rest. Everything we do. But sometimes we feel we are off balance. बहुत बार होता है ना? Yes. So today we are going to fix that by aligning your energy and intention with the help of a divine flow. कैसे करें ये? सो व्हाट इज अलाइनमेंट एक्चुअली? अलाइनमेंट यानी किसी भी चीज को, अगर दो या तीन चीज को एक साथ एक लाइन पे रखे, दैट इज कॉल्ड अलाइनमेंट, दैट्स इट। सो अब अभी हम देखेंगे दो, टू मेन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, अपना एनर्जी एंड अपना इंटेंशन। वो दोनों चीज को अगर अलाइनमेंट में रखेंगे तो यू कैन मैनिफेस्ट एनीथिंग सो इजीली इन योर लाइफ। अब अगर हमारा एनर्जी को ठीक से नहीं रख पाए, सो विल गो थ्रू दैट, कैसे एनर्जी क्या है, एनर्जी एनर्जी बता रहे तो क्या है। सो एवरीथिंग इन एंड अराउंड अस इज एन एनर्जी। अभी अपने स्क्रीन से हम बात कर रहे हैं, नहीं तो एक वाटर बॉटल पास में है, हमारा लैपटॉप है, एवरीथिंग एवरीथिंग इज एन एनर्जी। हमारे सामने एक इंसान है, दे ऑल्सो कैरी सर्टेन एनर्जी, इवन आई कैरी सर्टेन एनर्जी। एक सॉकेट, करंट सॉकेट में उसके अंदर करंट होता ही है, यू नो नीड टू चेक इट। So the same way, every human being, every non-living being also, non-living thing around us carries certain energy. So उसके साथ हम कैसे resonate करते हैं, कैसे vibrate करते हैं, that's all matter. So over react नहीं करना चाहिए, over responding नहीं करना चाहिए, but how to keep a balance. That's all is our life purpose now. So what is energy is like our emotions that we carry. बहुत दुख हो रहा है तो कौन नाचता है? इट्स अ मिसअलाइनमेंट डेफिनेटली। सो आवर इमोशंस, आवर वाइब्रेशंस, वो वाइब्रेशन को, जैसे बहुत दुख हो रहा है तो कोई नहीं नाचता, तो वो उसका ही हिसाब से वी विल, वो फ्रीक्वेंसी के हिसाब से ही वी विल वाइब्रेट। एक सैड सॉन्ग रख के नाचना बहुत मुश्किल है। एट द सेम टाइम एक बहुत पॉप बीट वाला सॉन्ग्स या कोई भी जो मजा देता है, अपने बॉडी को एनर्जी देता है, उसके साथ हम कैसे वो फ्रीक्वेंसी को मैच होने जैसा बीट को डांस कर सकते हैं, या नहीं तो वो हाथ हिलाते हैं और इवन जस्ट वी विल नॉड आवर हेड, दैट इज कॉल्ड वी आर वाइब्रेटिंग एट द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी। तो हमारे एनर्जी में आएगा अपना इमोशंस एंड द वाइब्रेशन दैट वी आर कैरिंग एंड आर ऑरा। ऑरा मतलब क्या है? दिस नॉट अ फैंसी टर्म। ऑरा एनर्जी, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ सिमिलर an alternative word for the energy, but I'll give you a small example. कभी भी हम कहीं जाते हैं तो the moment you enter into a room, कभी कभी कुछ एरियाज में हमें we feel scared, ये इतना सेफ नहीं है करके, you understand the aura of that environment and sometimes you feel sacred, जैसा मंदिर में when you enter into a temple you feel sacred, बहुत ही purified है करके। That's all depends upon the aura, the environment, aura of the environment. The same will be with us. So हमारा एनर्जी को अलाइन रखना है तो you have to work on your emotions, your vibrations and your aura. And now coming to the intention. आपका इंटेंशन क्या होना चाहिए? Like you need to have a clear desire. कुछ चीज को पाने के लिए डेफिनेटली डिजायर होना चाहिए। until and unless you don't want you until and unless like you don't want it, then वो चीज क्यों आएगी? जैसा मितु ने बताया कि उनका like related with the money, if someone don't wanted to have a money in their life, वो कैसे आएगा? And afterwards you don't sit down and cry like मेरे पास पैसा नहीं आ रहा। You have to start attracting that by wanting it first of all into your life. And the same with the health. बहुत लोग ऑपोजिट करते हैं एंड दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग द पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट, दिस विल नेवर हैपन। सो think about certain things what you truly deserve, truly desire to have, and keep your focus on it and understand why you want it in your life. अभी बहुत लोग को बिफोर मैरिज मोस्ट ऑफ द टीनेजर गर्ल्स विल हैव, हमें ऋतिक रोशन के जैसे चाहिए, शाहरुख खान के जैसे चाहिए। क्यों चाहिए? हम just to, if they are, so they are very busy, they are, we can see them on screen because हमारे साथ वो टाइम स्पेंड कर रहे हैं जैसा दिखता है उसकी वजह से, but only their real wife will understand that. अगर so that's the reason like you need to understand the intention behind wanting certain things in your life. वो why को बहुत पहले बहुत अच्छा से जानना चाहिए। You got to understand your energy, your intention. Now like the divine flow. Divine flow is either you believe it or not, भगवान तो है ही है। आपको दिख रहा है नहीं दिख रहा है, मैं मानती नहीं हूँ, मैं बहुत ज्यादा मानती हूँ, तब भी देर इज नो डिफरेंस फॉर एनीवन। बट डिवाइन फ्लो क्या है कि लेटिंग गो ऑफ द कंट्रोल एंड ट्रस्टिंग द डिवाइन टाइमिंग। बहुत बार क्या है कि बहुत अटैच हो जाते हैं चीजों पे, मुझे ये चाहिए तो चाहिए उतना ही, वो रात हो सुबह हो, मुझे आइसक्रीम चाहिए, चिल्लाने लगोगे घर पे पापा को या आफ्टर मैरिज हस्बैंड को कि मुझे चाहिए चाहिए चाहिए। और इवन लाइक यू आर सेल्फ मेड वुमेन एंड आपको चाहिए रात को स्कूटी लेके निकलो, दैट्स नॉट द इंटेंशन। लाइक यू नीड टू बिलीव इन द डिवाइन टाइमिंग। आपको जो चीज चाहिए दैट विल डेफिनेटली कम। मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम फीमेल्स कम टू मी लाइक फॉर कंसीविंग, मुझे कुछ अफर्मेशंस दे दीजिए, मुझे कुछ टेक्निक्स बताइए कि कंसीव कैसे करें। So obviously they are doing the action part, but the other thing is like they want to rewire their mind also. So मैंने इतने बार किया, but sorry, I didn't see the result faster. भाई ऐसे नहीं होता है, you need to like respect the divine timing also. जब आपको देना है, when you are truly ready for it, the universe will definitely give it to you. अगर आपके लिए लिखा है तो that no one can take it away from you. एंड अगर आपके लिए नहीं है तो अब कितना भी कुछ भी करो, दैट विल नॉट कम टू यू। सो लेटिंग गो एंड फॉलोइंग द डिवाइन लाइक अंडरस्टैंडिंग द डिवाइन फ्लो इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तो अभी क्या है कि ये तीन चीजों को अगर इफ यू टेक दिस लाइक अ एनर्जी विदाउट इंटेंशन इज लाइक chaos। अगर आपका एनर्जी है पर इंटेंशन नहीं है, आपको क्यों चाहिए ही पता नहीं, बट यू आर वाइब्रेटिंग वेरी वेल, तो उसका मतलब ही नहीं है। एंड नाउ इंटेंशन विदाउट एनर्जी, आपको किस लिए चाहिए करके है, पर आपको एनर्जी नहीं है, बहुत डल फील करते हो, आपको मतलब उसमें आने वाला इंटरेस्ट कुछ नहीं है। मुझे चाहिए था ओके, पर मैंने उतना नहीं, ये कुछ नहीं, तो वो उससे क्या है कि दिस इज लाइक जस्ट ए ड्राई लॉजिक। आपको पता है, इंफॉर्मेशन सब पता है। सो व्हेन यू align your energy and intention, then only your manifestation will work. Whatever you say like doesn't matter now. So अभी क्या कि intention and energy will help you to manifest with grace. कौन कुछ भी काम को डलनेस से करना चाहते हैं, रो रो के करना चाहते हैं? No one, because it's not giving you happiness. Ultimately when you get something like that, जो बड़ा सा बंगला चाहते हो एंड यू गॉट इट, बट उसके बाद ना मतलब वो पाने के लिए आप ना आपके 80 इयर्स की लाइफ में 79 ईयर्स उसी में बिता दिए कि पूरा पैसा कमाने में टायर्ड होके, तो व्हाट इज दैट 1 ईयर मेंट, लाइक उसका मीनिंग ही नहीं है। सो अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई यू वांट इट एंड विथ ग्रेस आपको मैनिफेस्ट करना है, तो नो डाउट एनर्जी और इंटेंशन को सही में रखना है, अलाइनमेंट। सो नाउ आई गिव यू 3 सिंपल पावरफुल टूल्स, उसके साथ आप कैसे कर सकते हो। दिस इज वेरी इजी, लाइक मॉर्निंग अलाइनमेंट रिचुअल। ये कैसे करें? मॉर्निंग अलाइनमेंट रिचुअल में पहले अब तो ये पूरा ही मत भूल जाओ कि एनर्जी और इंटेंशन के साथ ही सब कुछ जुड़ा है। सो एनर्जी को कैसे सेट करें? व्हेन यू टेक ए डीप ब्रेथ, आपके ब्रेथ वर्क कब करोगे तो योर माइंड बिकम्स वेरी काम। माइंड काम होते ही दैट गिव्स अ लॉट ऑफ पॉजिटिव थॉट्स इनटू योर माइंड। आपको क्या चाहिए उससे पता चल जाता है, एंड यू स्टार्ट विथ अ गुड नोट ब्रेथ वर्क करने से। एंड देन इंटेंशन सेट करने के लिए राइट डाउन 1 क्लियर इंटेंशन फॉर दैट डे। सही से 10 चीजों करने की जरूरत ही नहीं। व्हेन यू आर नॉट अलाइन, व्हेन यू आर नॉट इन बैलेंस, 10 चीजें करने से कुछ आने वाला नहीं। डू दैट 1 प्रॉपर थिंग दैट विल हेल्प यू। So हम simplest, like if someone comes to me and asks me what is manifestation, I'll tell them it's a lifestyle. एक लाइफस्टाइल को ऐसे बना के रखो जो आप कुछ भी बोले मुंह खोल के, that will happen for sure. Because you are not doing anything like मुझे उनकी जैसे बनना है बनना है बनना है, that will not give you. पूरा मैजिक को ब्लैक मैजिक चीज जैसे कर लो तभी भी आप कुछ नहीं पा सकते हो, बट डूइंग सिंपलर थिंग्स विल हेल्प यू। सो आप ब्रेथ वर्क करना है एनर्जी अलाइनमेंट के लिए, इंटेंशन सेट करने के लिए आपका क्लियर इंटेंशन, नोट डाउन करने हैं आपके जर्नल में। एंड देन रिसीविंग के लिए विजुअलाइज करना है। कैसे विजुअलाइज करना है कि आपके जॉय, अबंडेंस, आपके बैलेंस्ड लाइफ आप रिसीव कर रहे हो यूनिवर्स से। यूनिवर्स इज नथिंग बट ए भगवान। आप जो भगवान को मानते हैं दैट्स ऑल। सो उसको ही, तो वो भगवान हमें हैप्पीनेस दे रहे हैं, अपने जॉय दे रहे हैं, मनी दे रहे हैं, बच्चे दे रहे हैं, एक अल्टीमेटली लाइक एज निधि सेड, अच्छा स्लीप मिल रहा है, दैट्स ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन आवर लाइफ। सो ऐसे रिसीव करने के लिए दिस सिंपली यू कैन रिमेंबर एज EIR, एनर्जी, इंटेंशन एंड रिसीविंग. So how would I save in a rhythmic way? Like I align my vibe, I declare my vibe, I trust the sky. So very simple. मैं अपना वाइब्रेशन को अलाइनमेंट में रखूंगी, एनर्जी एंड वाइब्रेशन को। सर आई अलाइन माई वाइब, आई डिक्लेयर माई वाइब, मुझे किस लिए चाहिए, एंड आई ट्रस्ट द स्काई. स्काई इन द सेंस द गॉड और द यूनिवर्स. Simply you can understand. So coming to the second tool is चक्रा चेक इन. अपने 7 चक्रास के बारे में तो मालूम होगा. Either you know the name or not. From top to bottom is like 7 chakras are situated. वो सिचुएट किया है भगवान ने इन एन अलाइनमेंट, बट हमने उनको लाइक वी केप्ट इट इन अ इम्बैलेंस्ड वे बिकॉज ऑफ आर लाइक हमारे मटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में तो हम वी आर जगलिंग विद सो मेनी थिंग्स, उसकी वजह से इम्बैलेंस हो जाते हैं. सो उसको, एंड टुडे आई एम नॉट टीचिंग 7 चक्रास बट आई गिव यू 3 इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स हियर. पहला है अपना रूट चक्रा को. रूट चक्रा किस लिए कि टू बी इन बैलेंस, दैट you are aligned with the mother earth, which gives us stability. Whatever thoughts you are having, whatever decision you are making it with the balance. तो रूट चक्रा को बैलेंस करना है. एंड हार्ट चक्रा को, तो विच इज सिचुएटेड इन द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ आवर बॉडी. तो उसको कैसे कि योर आपका सेल्फ वर्थ को, योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग योर सेल्फ वर्थ, सेल्फ लव को, लव टू अदर्स एंड रिसीविंग लव फ्रॉम अदर्स, हार्ट चक्रा को. एंड देन थ्रोट चक्रा को. मोर देन दोस टू, मुझे लगता है थ्रोट चक्रा फॉर वुमेन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. गाना गाने के लिए नहीं, इट्स फॉर एक्सप्रेसिंग योर सेल्फ. वेन यू एक्सप्रेस योर सेल्फ टू एटलीस्ट योर पार्टनर और टू योर पेरेंट्स, योर ब्रदर और कोलिग्स को, किसी को भी एक्सप्रेस करना है. पहले चीज आप खुद को, खुद के वॉइस खुद तक पहुंचने देना चाहिए. हाउ इट विल हैपन इज सेटिंग सर्टेन बाउंड्रीज. आप किसी और की लाइफ में इंटरप्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एट द सेम टाइम यू डोंट अलाउ अदर्स टू क्रॉस द बाउंड्रीज. ये कैसे होगा? कभी किसी को बोलोगे ना ये मुझे पसंद नहीं है करके, ओपन योर थ्रोट चक्रा एंड से एक्सप्रेस योर सेल्फ, देन ओनली. अगर ये शट करके रखो देन नथिंग विल हैपन. So throat chakra is such an important chakra in our life. Always keep a check for this. Like आपका root chakra balanced है कि नहीं, enough love मिल रहा है कि नहीं. Don't crave love for outside of yourself. First of all, crave love, create love, supply all that love to yourself for you. Flowers खरीदना है, खुद खरीद लो यार, क्यों किसी के लिए वेट कर रहे हो? कॉफी बना के पीने, जूस बना के पीने, ऑफकोर्स बिजी हो दैट्स अनदर थिंग, बट खुद के लिए कब जब करना है, मन लग रहा है चॉकलेट खाना है, जाके लेके खरीद लो. मैं मेरे हस्बैंड को कॉल करके बोली आज बिजी है कल खरीदेंगे, बोला आज भूख लग रहा है, आज मन लग रहा है, तो कल क्यों खाना है? गॉड हैज गिवन यू 2 हाथ 2 पैर, एक दिमाग, सब सोचने के लिए, सब कुछ. देन डू इट फॉर योरसेल्फ. वेट नहीं करना है. So, and then the throat chakra, as I informed, express karo, set the boundaries with love. Politeness say, women you can win not by fighting, but with love. Always believe in yourself. आपके जैसा love कोई और share नहीं कर सकते, isn't it? So इसमें क्या है कि आज आप जाके after the session you understand what is that one feeling is blocking me for today. क्योंकि जो एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते, लव करने के लिए ब्लॉक कर रहा है कि आपके चक्रा में कुछ ब्लॉकेज है, आपके रूट चक्रा में बैलेंस आउट ऑफ बैलेंस हो रहा है, या नहीं तो थ्रोट चक्रा में एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे हो. दिस प्लीज गो चेक विद दिस. एंड आपकी कहीं एनर्जी लीकेज हो रहा है क्या? क्योंकि अननोइंगली यू विल मतलब हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं हमारा एनर्जी को डिप्लीट करते जाते हैं। 100% एनर्जी में 99% सुबह लंच बॉक्स पैक करने तक यूटिलाइज कर लेते हो। उसके बाद जो बचा है 1%, वो भी हसल होते हो कि रेडी होके जाना है, कैब नहीं मिल रहा, ऑटो नहीं मिल रहा है, या नहीं तो ऑफिस जाके सेटल होने के बाद आपका काम बढ़ गया एंड जाके वापस घर पे काम होता है। सो हाउ मच 1% इज इनफ फॉर यू? नो, डेफिनेटली नॉट। सो आपको जो चाहिए पहले खुद अरेंज करना चाहिए। So then you have to, like, you're already doing a lot of good things for the world. कुछ चीजें हमारे लिए भी करना चाहिए। That's very very important. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि this for this you can just simply affirm, like for root chakra, I am safe to receive, I am worthy of balance and love करके हार्ट के लिए बोल सकते हो। And for your voice, for the throat chakra, my voice is powerful and heard. कभी कभी ये भी लगता है कि नो वन इज हियरिंग मी, तो बोलना भी क्यों है? तो चूज दोज वर्ड्स, चूज दोज पॉजिटिव वर्ड्स सो दैट समवन कैन अंडरस्टैंड एंड हर्ड, यू कैन बी हर्ड। कभी चिल्ला के बोलने से कितने लोग सुनेंगे? इवन और नॉट इवन आवर पेट और द चाइल्ड विल लिसन टू अस। कभी जोर से बोलेंगे तो दे विल ऑल्सो रेस्पॉन्ड टू यू इन द सेम वे। जैसे मैंने बोला स्टार्टिंग में, सैड सॉन्ग को हेवीली डांस नहीं कर सकते। हेवीली बज रहा है सॉन्ग को सैड सॉन्ग जैसा नाचने, मतलब ऐसा सैडली नहीं बैठ सकते हैं। सेम वे, द वे यू एक्सप्रेस इज व्हाट द सेम यू विल रिसीव, isn't it? So the third one is like sacred pause before action. 1 मिनट का पॉज बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। क्यों? क्योंकि आई जस्ट टेल यू अ सिंपल एग्जाम्पल। मे बी लाइक अभी मैं एक बॉटल को शेक कर रही हूँ जिसपे पानी है, सेटल्ड नहीं वो। अगर इसी बॉटल में इवन ऐसे भी मैं देख सकती हूँ इसका माइक्रो पार्टिकल्स, अगर आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड डीपर, बहुत नजदीक से देखूंगी तो मुझे पता चल जाता है दे आर लाइक मिक्स होके हैं, दे आर नॉट सेटल्ड। सो ऐसे चीजों पे क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू आर नॉट सेटल, योर माइंड इज डिस्टर्ब, आपके इंटेंशन और एनर्जी कैसे होगा? विल इट बी बैलेंस्ड और डिस्टर्ब? सिंपली इट इज डिस्टर्ब। सो आपको एक पॉज लेना चाहिए, अलाइन योर एक्शन। लाइक कैसे कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि वन अलाइंड थॉट इज बेटर देन अनअलाइंड 1,000 अनअलाइंड एफर्ट्स। सो 1,000 अनअलाइंड एफर्ट्स आपका एक्शंस पूरा दिन करते हो, दैट डजंट गिव यू एनी रिजल्ट। एक ही अलाइंड एक्शन को अगर आप देना चाहते हो तो दैट्स विद अ सेक्रेड पॉज, सोच के काम करना, आपका एनर्जी को सेट करना, आपके इंटेंशन को सेट करना, एंड यू आर अनस्टॉपेबल देन। सो इसको क्या कर सकते हो कि डू नॉट रश टू मैनिफेस्ट एनीथिंग। कभी भी रश में कुछ भी चीज नहीं हो सकता। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चे हैं हमारे पास, छोटे बच्चे को स्कूल भेजने से पहले वी आर सो मच रश, दैट्स व्हाट द चाइल्ड इज ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्विंग। वो क्या करते हैं? रोने बैठ जाते हैं, मुझे नहाना ही नहीं, मुझे ड्रेस नहीं करना है, कंघी नहीं करना है, शूज नहीं पहनना है। सो मच chaos happens। तो उस टाइम पे इफ यू आर अ कूल कूल मदर, दैट्स ऑल। चलो आपके डॉल के साथ नहाने जाते हैं, दे आर वेरी हैप्पी। गाड़ी तक आपका डॉल को लेके जाना है, वो वॉट एवर लाइक बी, यू ऑल्सो वाइब्रेट एट देयर फ्रीक्वेंसी टू गेट द वर्क डन प्रॉपरली। तो मैनिफेस्टेशन भी ऐसे ही, आपको feel into the vibration first of all, then you start thinking whatever you want it. Okay, so balance is not doing more, it is doing less on purpose. This is what I believe in. आप एक ही एक काम करो दिन में पूरा। अगर आपको हस्बैंड का टाइम देना है, डू इट विथ 100% ऑफ लॉट्स ऑफ लव एंड हार्ट, दैट्स ऑल। you will see the result immediately. If you want to love yourself, that's also same. एक काम, one like what you say, one at a time, that's it। 10 काम करने से भी कुछ फायदा नहीं होता है। So what finally what I will say is, you're not too late to manifest, you're not too much to manifest, and you're just one breath away। जैसा एक sacred breath लोगे एक pause लोगे and understand how to align your energy and intention को, is the next step for your breakthrough. अगर कुछ चाहिए, then you should be in a balance. Now women, you say me, like अगर आपका balance life चाहिए तो क्या होना चाहिए? First, you need to be in a balanced state to understand the situation. That's it. I am aligned with my energy and I set my intention for the good and I am in balance. That's it. So finally, what I do help women to manifest their dream life with such an ease. You can't say that ये वाला इतना like बहुत सारा procedure है, उसका rituals है, follow करना बहुत मुश्किल है. That's not it. It is like a very, very simple. From the beginning till the end, I'll say manifestation is a lifestyle. आपको कैसे चाहिए लाइफ, वैसे लाइफस्टाइल को इंक्लूड करो एंड देन यू स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग. बहुत सारा टेक्निक्स है एंड इन माय बुक, लाइक आई एम एन ऑथर आल्सो, आई हैव रिटन अ बुक कॉल्ड मैजेस्टिक मैनिफेस्टेशन मोड. सो ये वाला बुक, इसमें मैंने द फर्स्ट चैप्टर इटसेल्फ हैज टॉक्ड अबाउट रंगोली. It's such a beautiful culture in India and that I have practically implemented in my life. रंगोली के साथ कैसे wealth को attract कर सकते हैं. So not just for the wealth, you can attract anything in your life with such a simple procedures that we follow in Indian culture. I can proudly call myself as an Eastern manifester because Western techniques में बहुत सारा चीजें हमें पता है, affirmations करना है. Affirmations are nothing but mantras that India has n number of things. हमारे रूट्स को नहीं भूलना चाहिए. वाटर टेक्निक को इफ आई हैव टू रिमेम्बर, पुराने मूवीज में एक ऋषि जो उनके तपस्या करते हैं, कोई आके उस तपस्या को भंग करते हैं तो व्हाट दे डू, पानी लेते हैं एंड देन he will curse something or he gives some mantras to it and he throws. So that's a water manifestation. Do it for yourself with a better intention, like उसको वाटर बॉटल या ग्लास को पकड़ो और आपके इंटेंशन और एनर्जी को सेट करो एंड पी लो. You don't want to throw it because you want the result to be seen from you. And diary writing is nowadays it's happily called as journaling. ये सभी simple things है जो हम follow कर सकते हैं. I do give one-on-one sessions for women who want to manifest their dream life, जो भी passionate है. फर्स्टली आई कैन सी लाइक बहुत लोग बहुत कंफर्टेबल हो जाते हैं उनके कंफर्ट जोन में कि हाँ मुझे चाहिए पर मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ. बट आई मेक देम टू कम इनटू अ पैशनेट मोड. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, हमारे पैशनेट मोड में जब होंगे देन ओनली यू कैन डू सर्टन थिंग्स just like a vibrating at the same frequency. So you can connect with me, like I'll give you the details through Neha. So you can connect with me for a one-on-one sessions if you want the specific like a hand holding thing. And I do conduct a lot of sessions in the early morning Brahma Muhurat manifestation का करवाती हूँ because I believe अगर आप सुबह सुबह right intention पे start करोगे आपके दिन, then it blows your mind. like आपको कोई रोक नहीं सकते हो. कोई मुझे पूछते हैं 3 बजे 4 बजे उठते हो और पूरा दिन कैसे एनर्जेटिक रहते हो, मंत्र उधर ही है ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में. सो यू कैन कनेक्ट विथ मी फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. एंड like for specifically people who has joined the live and who are going to hear this live as a recording and replay करने वाले हो, for them I kept 40% off on my book Majestic Manifestation Mode. You can find the link in Amazon also. I'll be sharing this below the video. So that's it. For any guidance you can come back to me. And happy manifestation. Over to you, Neha. Thank you so much for having me here. Lovely talking to you all.
Thank you so much. And I got so many information about manifestation today. And just the way you simplified the whole thing, which, people go it all along. And you know what? The one thing you said, which I totally agree, is the everything is the mantras. Like right now, we are going behind the affirmations, we are going behind the Western technique. Even, Yog Nidra is like a power nap. So many things which is already there in our tradition, but we ignore that and we are going somewhere in the Western culture. So we need to, revive that feeling again. And, I just want to say this one thing before I move ahead. Akele nahi hoga, okay? You you are listening all of that. I hope you are making the notes as well. But if it is going in your head, how will I do it? How will I do it? Akele nahi hoga. You will require support at any time in life, and for that, I want you to keep a thought in your mind that is needs to be manifested in your life. That this work has to be done. So, with that note, we are moving ahead with our next speaker. And before I invite her, I want to talk about something very, very important which all of you will relate. Okay. So, you are going to do something and you're going to present yourself, be it work or your personal life. And most of the time, you feel that you are not ready. Most of the time, you feel that the other person can speak so many things, can do so many things. Even those people who are watching me and thinking, okay, she is doing like this, I can also do, but somehow I don't want to, I don't know how will I do. Now all these things are the confidence issue which shows in your personal life, is also show in your work life. So to that, to discuss that why it all happen in our life, in our personal life, in our professional life, where do we feel stuck, I want to invite our next speaker. She is a life and a career coach. Her name is Simple Jaiswal, and she is here with us to help us understand that why all this issue come, especially in women's life. So, without any further delay, I want to invite her on the virtual stage, and over to you for your insights. Yes, welcome to the stage.
Thank you so much, Neha, for giving this platform where we can share, our thought process, our perspective on a topic that we have taken today about the work-life balance. So, very briefly, as Neha has told, I am a life and career coach. I help women to heal from the past and to work on the life and career. Why I specifically I picked up career because I feel career is a very big part of our life, which impacts the life in various ways, and I help them to achieve that financial independence. And there is where that confidence, clarity, and consistency comes in, where my works come in helping those women. So now coming back to our topic that we have today is about the work life balance, a very interesting topic, and we have heard our speakers before this speak on different aspects. If somebody talked about the finance, somebody talked about manifestation, about health. So agreeing and trying to combine all of them, I would want to share my perspective on work life balance. So you can do it along with me. I see it like the five fingers that we have. Is it visible? Yeah. The five fingers that we have. So the thumb, you can do it along with me if you want. So the thumb represents your family and the love. This is the emotional foundation of your life. जैसे कुछ भी चीज को हमें पकड़ना होता है, सपोज हमें ग्लास पकड़ना है, तो वी कांट होल्ड इट विदाउट दिस थंब. सो दिस इज द स्ट्रॉन्ग फाउंडेशन of your life. Then comes your index finger, the way how we point out. So this signifies the direction. This signifies your career, your purpose, your ambition in your life. Then comes your middle finger, जो सबसे tall है, सबसे बड़ा है. This is your financial stability. When you achieve this financial stability, you elevate. This is what Mithu had talked about before us. And then comes your ring finger. Most of you are married. So this ring finger is about the commitment. It is about the relationship. It is about the bonding. It is about the connections that we want. So the connections in our personal life, connections in our professional life. Now coming to the little finger. छोटा है but बहुत मजबूत है. Which Nidhi has been talking about. Health. छोटा है लेकिन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी नहीं है, you can't do any of these. Neither career, neither relationship, neither money. So even though it's very small, it's so important. So ये पांचों मिलके बहुत पावरफुल एरियाज ऑफ लाइफ है आपके, एंड ये पांचों मिलके आपको स्ट्रांग बनाते हैं. सो आप देखो कि कभी भी एक छोटी उंगली में भी अगर आपको चोट लगती है, you can't do work. कोई भी उंगली you can't do without any of these fingers. You need all these five. So similarly, you need all these five areas to be strong in your life. कोई भी एक area, if any one area of your life goes out of toss or out of sync, you will see everything will collapse, right? Suppose you are a career woman and career बहुत अच्छा है, flourishing है, but if relationships are not great, you have an empty victory. You don't enjoy that for long, and even don't even flourish. And that is why, remember, I talked about I heal women and help them to achieve financial independence. Because कहीं पे अगर blockage है, if there are blockage in your life, in your past, related to your relationship, it will not help you to soar high in your career. right? So that is why if I have to talk about balance, balance does not mean कि you have to give equal attention to all the areas. जैसे ये पांचों उंगलियां भी सब सेम नहीं है, they're all important but they're not equal. Everybody is having a different function and they are different, right? Similarly, balance does not mean कि सब में आपको equally divide करना है. It means that you have to be in an alignment, what Dr. Saroja said. So it's not that you have to be a perfect mother or you have to be a great professional. What you need to choose every day is to choose to be a fulfilled human being. सबसे पहले you are a human being before being a professional, before being a mother, before being any kind of role that you're performing. You are a human being, and the word itself says human being, मतलब होना. So जैसे डॉक्टर सरोजा ने भी बोला कि wherever you are, whatever you are doing, be present with that intention. Be 100% present and with that intention, and that is what will bring alignment in your life, and वहां पे वो आपको balance मिलेगा. So it's not the balance of 50% or dividing your time and effort between different things or different roles that you play. Being a woman, we are said to be multitaskers. Sorry for this. Being a woman, we are said to be multitaskers, and that's why we got so many roles in our life. But that does not mean that we keep on juggling. We need to decide, where we want to be fully present. So some days what will happen, because your work may be a priority or there is a project deadline. So us case may maybe your work will become a priority, and that part of your role will take more importance compared to being a wife or a mother. Or some days when your child is not well, or when there is an annual function of your child in the school, that will become your priority, right? So that is what you have to keep on deciding. Also don't have to juggle everything together, but try to see where you are in alignment with what is required at that point of time. So being present fully wherever you are, right? So don't be guilty about the missed deadlines. Don't be guilty about that if your child is not well but you still need to attend to office work. Don't carry that guilt. And I feel motherhood comes with some guilt. The time when we become a mother, we start getting this guilt if we are also pursuing our career or if we are trying to establish ourselves as a professional and trying to do something. Because you always start feeling that this time you're taking away from your motherhood, or maybe your child needs this time. So, but I feel, my mentor also says some amount of guilt is good, because what happens, it helps you to be more efficient in your other roles. You will try to have more quality time with your child. You will try to utilize every time in your office, every moment of your office to be more productive. So with this, I recall my years when I was working in corporate, that every minute, the time I entered the office, that 9 to 6, whatever I was there, I had this, I always wanted to utilize every minute of it, not trying to waste any time sitting in the cafe or just gossiping, because I said, this is required. I want to establish myself as a career woman. I want to have a role. I want to have an identity. But yes, I do have responsibility back home. So wherever I am there, I'm 100%. But when I'm at home, I'm 100%. So I was talking about the guilt thing. You know, I feel that, many mothers, they sacrifice their career or they give up on their career saying, ki, I want to take care of my child. I want to take care of my family. And they say word sacrifice, it means कि उनको ऐसा लगता है कि बच्चों के लिए sacrifice किया. Because they feel कि अगर if I go out and work, it will be like, I'm ignoring my responsibility at home. But to them, I want to say, instead of being bitter, be guilty. Carry the guilt, go and make your career, be happy, bring that at home so that you are a happy mother, not a bitter mother. Because after many years, if you tell this statement to your child, saying because of you I left the job, because of you I could not make my career, that bitterness is going to impact your relationship. So better be guilty, work with your guilt, do more so that your relationships also flourish, so that your career also flourishes. So that is my take on balancing work and personal life, because I have done this. I have done this for many years of my career before I became a coach. And I have also been guiding a lot of women how to restart their career. A lot of women leave the career when they get married or when they relocate or when they have a child, because of this kind of thing, conflicting responsibilities which come to them. So since I have gone through this journey of restarting after a break, and since I'm still pursuing my career for more than 24 years, so therefore I guide them as to how do you restart, and let the guilt be there. I say work with your guilt, perfect your craft. Don't sit at home saying ki, okay, I will not be guilty, I'll sit at home and I will devote all the time to my family. No, your family does not require that version of you. Your family needs a better version of you, which is more fulfilled, which is more happy, and which can be an example for your child. If you are more fulfilled and happy and contributing, your child will also follow that. We all have aspirations for our children कि बड़े होके क्या बनना है, डॉक्टर बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना, लॉयर बनना, साइंटिस्ट बनना, अभी तो बहुत सारे दूसरे भी प्रोफेशंस हो गए हैं. बट यू आर टेलिंग देम, बट व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? So this is what I want to tell the mothers who say that because of the child I could not pursue my career, because of personal responsibilities I could not pursue my career, because as I said, all the five fingers ये सब चाहिए आपको. अगर आपका career नहीं है, you will not be fulfilled, you will not feel happy. After many years you will say कि मैं काश मैं कुछ कर लेती, काश मैंने ये कर लिया होता, ये मेरा पैशन था, मुझे ये बहुत अच्छा से आता था, मैंने कर लिया होता. तो ये आई फील ये काश फैक्टर को अगर आपको इरेज करना है, तो यू हैव टू स्टार्ट एक्टिंग नाउ, एंड डोंट let your dreams die because of this. We all have multiple roles and we are all very good at it, and that is why we say women are very powerful. We can multitask and we can juggle these all responsibilities very well. Only that inside जो अपने अंदर की power है, that is what we have to bring out, right? So now I want to give you three empowering shifts that you can do. So now, as I said, how do you bring the balance? How do you achieve this fulfillment? So three important shifts that I want to talk about today. Maybe you want to write it down. First is clarity. सबसे पहला clarity. Clarity ki where should my focus be? And how do you get clarity when you know your values? Because lot of your decisions, whether you know it or not, your decisions are guided by what you value in your life. Right? If you value your family as top, every decision will be guided by that. If you value your career, if you value your money, if you value the time, so what is your value? If you know the value, your decisions are guided by those. So when your values are clear, when your values are known, you have a lot of clarity in deciding what should you do when. So first is clarity to bring a shift and bring a balance in your life. What is the second one? Second is setting the boundaries. Dr. Saroja also mentioned about that. Setting boundaries, because जब हम करते रहते हैं, there will be many opportunities, many instances in your office, in your home, where you will have to set boundaries, because otherwise you will see that you will start negating your own requirements. So setting healthy boundaries at office and at home, this I help you to set as a coach. In my one-on-one session, I help women to do that, because that is where many of them lack. You are good at your work, you are so much giving, you want to be best in all your relationship, in your work, in your career, but when you don't set boundaries, you are exhausted and you are becoming an empty cup. बोलते हैं ना, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you set boundaries, this is taken care of. You know what are your limits and where you need to say yes and where you need to say no. I did that very well in my career. मेरे career में certain times I had to take a back seat, but that decisions were mine, because I knew what I was valuing, what is my boundary, or where I have to say no. And that helped me to be very clear about even if this setting of boundaries is making me sacrifice something, I said it's okay. But setting the boundaries at least helps you to have the peace of mind and helps you to navigate this journey where you have to have a good personal life as well as a professional life, and you have to flourish in that professional life. And the third is very, very important, which many times we don't actually ask for, is support system. It is so difficult for women to ask for help. But as Dr. Saroja was also saying, receiving mode on hona chahiye. The support system, you have that in your home, whether it could be your spouse, your parents, your in-laws, your neighbors, your friends. बहुत सारे लोग होते. You have to just start seeing the possibility. Just few days back, one of my friend was talking about she needs to go back to work. She's in a new city. just relocated to Delhi and she has to go back to work. So she was thinking as to how will she manage. So my conversation with her, maybe half an hour conversation with her, helped led her to think about possibilities, what all she can do. You know, even she is a nuclear family, तो क्या क्या हम कर सकते हैं कि she can peacefully go for her work. So support system is there. You have to utilize that. And today, technology, lot of external help, बहुत सारी work from home options, lot of different careers which can help you balance your personal and professional life. Lot of things are there. You have to just figure out that, and you have to reach out to those people who can support you in this initiative. So three things I mentioned. One is clarity, second is setting boundary, and third is support system. So I want you to write down in the chat box which is that one thing which you will work on today to bring the balance in your life. Will it be clarity? Will it be boundary? Or will it be a support system? And let me tell you here that, people who are watching this, yeah, thank you for the response. People who are watching this live and who will be watching this recording later on, if you feel that you need this clarity in your life to bring the balance, feel free to DM me. You can follow me on Insta and you can get my connection from Neha also. And because I can do a beautiful process which will help you to do work as per your values, which will help you to be in alignment with your values. Because when you're working with your values, you are more fulfilled. Suppose you value freedom, but जो आपका work है वो आपको freedom नहीं दे रहा है, तो you will not be happy with that work. So that is why knowing your values is very, very important. So whether it is your career or whether it is your relationship. So do DM me on Insta for this beautiful process of clarity that we can work on together. And इस सब के बाद भी, इन सब चीजों के बाद भी, इतना कुछ समझने के बाद भी हम सब कुछ बहुत सारी चीजें कर रहे होते हैं, फिर भी sometimes there will be bad days. Whatever strategies, whatever help you have, everything. There will be bad days, there will be missed deadlines, sick children, fighting spouse, सब कुछ रहेगा. Sometimes you'll feel कि so much I'm doing, nobody is appreciating me, I'm feeling unheard, I'm not seen, I'm not appreciated, and you may feel like giving up. उस समय, that time, I want to give you a very favorite line of mine, which you can also say to yourself. That time, remember this line. The game is not over until I win. The game is not over until I win. So that is my message to all of you. You all are very powerful women. So just say this to yourself whenever you feel like giving up, either career, either relation, कोई भी चीज में ऐसा लग रहा है कि बस अब नहीं होने वाला. Just tell yourself the game is not over until I win. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. And over to Neha.
Okay. Neha, can I go ahead? Yeah.
One second,
Yes.
one second. I think my system is hang. One
Yeah, yeah.
second. Yeah, all right. So I'm on the spotlight. Thank you so much, Simple Ma'am, for sharing the powerful insight, because you actually shared what I have gone through a lot in my life. So thank you so much for bringing this in picture here. Sometimes you feel that nothing is working in your life, and there's only you need one person to support you, to believe in you so that you can move ahead. Right now I feel like I don't have a single maid in my home. So tuition classes are over, children are at home, all the work has to be done. But uh, when when you actually go with someone hand in hand, that's where you actually get the power from somebody else to actually unlock the power inside of you. So I would say that if whatever she shared with you, you resonate, do connect with her. I'm going to share the link of all the speakers in the description so that you can connect with them. And I'm really loving this session. I don't know about you, but I would say one person I want to appreciate, Vaishali Jaiswal. She keep messaging us, and I can see with the and excitement she's watching us, hearing us, and I hope you're getting the value. Now, a very important part which many of us do not talk, but this is there, invisible in our life. Have you ever felt that you are frustrated sometime because of no reason? Have you ever see yourself in a condition where you're feeling anger, you're feeling resentment, you're feeling guilty because of no reason? So that's where there is something which you have never experienced or talked about, which has to be declutter from your life. And to actually discuss that part of your life, we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Venicia Creado, and she is a trauma backed life coach. She actually work with women to understand what are their inner fears, what are the resistance they have, because of that they are not able to move ahead in life. So to discuss that, I want to invite her on the virtual stage with a virtual clapping, and she is going to share her insights with us. Welcome, Venetia, over to you. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Neha, for giving me this opportunity to address these amazing women and amazing speakers. They've discussed so much already, and I'll try not to repeat any of the points because our audience has been listening to us so patiently. Okay, so today we are going to discuss how we as women can go from hiding to thriving. Okay, let me begin by asking you something. Have you ever held back from posting online? It could be about your work, your business, just because you did not want people to judge you, or somewhere you have felt torn between your family, okay, and your career because you wanted to be present for your family, for your child, as well as grow in your career, right? I'm sure most of us have gone through this situation at some point or the other in life, correct? I have also been in this space. And just to give you a little bit of my backstory in short, I used to feel very, very guilty as a working mother because I was spending a lot of time in college as a professor with my teaching assignments, then coming back home and again getting busy, for the next day, creating presentations and stuff. And then I got into coaching when my son was around 5 years old. And then with that came all the mom guilt, am I doing the right thing, being present in so many, trying to do so many different things, and then not being able to give my son enough time. I used to feel very anxious. Okay, there was a lot of anxiety that I was going through because I wanted to do so much, but somewhere I used to feel stuck, okay, between family, child, household responsibilities. And then I used to always feel like I had to choose between being a good mother and being a strong, visible woman. But when I took up life coaching, that gave me a lot of answers. And I realized something that changed everything, which I would like to share with all of you today. So many of us think that we lack confidence or, we are just being indisciplined, we are not being consistent, and we bash ourselves up for all of these reasons, right? But what is really going on is this. Now, listen to me carefully. Many a times we want to do a lot of things, but our body does not feel safe being seen. Our body does not feel safe being visible out there. I'll give you an example so that you understand better. One of my clients who recently came to me is a mom. She's amazing at whatever she does. Okay, she's working and she's also coaching. But every time that she had to talk about her offer, she would freeze. So she would get anxious. She would cancel her Insta lives, which she planned. She would suddenly go silent for weeks online. Okay. And she thought it was just herself procrastinating. But actually, it was her body which was trying to protect her from being judged. You know why? Because in her childhood, in her early childhood, she faced a lot of issues while growing up. She was always being judged for being overweight. She was always told that she is too much, she's acting too much. And because of all those programs which were running in her mind, she carried those patterns right into her adulthood. And those were the patterns that we had to work together to break. So this is something that I work on deeply with my clients. Sometimes we are told it is just your mindset and work on your mindset and you'll get over with it. But honestly, the truth is far from that. Mindset, yes, is extremely, extremely important. But we need to also address what the body is holding, right? Your nervous system, which is made up of your brain, your nerves, your spinal cord. Now, your nervous system is like your body's alarm system. And when your nervous system feels unsafe, maybe because of past criticism, it could be because of some rejections that you have faced in the past, it could be because of burnout, which you have faced in the past, your body will hit the brakes. What I mean is, your body will just say stop. Even if your mind is saying go ahead, do it. But your body will not allow you to, because our body's core job is to keep us safe, right? So your body will hit the brakes. And this is so true for working mothers, especially. Okay, it's true for everyone, but more so for mothers, because as a mother, you are already carrying so much, right? You are carrying the weight of your kids, your home responsibilities, your business, your job if you're into a job, society's expectations, family's expectations. So there's so much that you're already carrying. And if you are someone who has been raised in a home where, being visible or asking for what you want was not safe, you never felt safe asking for what you wanted in childhood, that pattern is not going to break so easily. That pattern is going to stay with you for a long time unless you choose to heal that. And that is the kind of work we do, with I do with my clients in my one-to-one sessions. Okay, so here, I'll just tell you a little bit of what I do. So I focus on helping women feel safe and not just think positive. See, positivity is great, law of attraction is great, all of that is true, it is good, and I personally use it. But all of that will not work if there are certain past patterns, subconscious patterns that you have carried into your adulthood. And all of this, the law of attraction, manifestation, Dr. Saroja spoke about, it's amazing. I have personally used it and I do use it even now. It works beautifully, but not if there are certain patterns that you're holding on to, right? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to break those patterns, those traumas. Some of you may be wondering what is this term trauma that she's using. So I'll just give you a brief. Trauma is not some external event, okay, that has happened to us. Trauma is your reaction to that event. Trauma is how your body processes that event. So, like, many of us might go through many events in our life. In fact, if you take any two siblings, okay, they have uh, common parents. They may have gone through very similar circumstances in their lives, and yet their response to those circumstances will not be the same, right? So one of them may go through it very positively and may overcome it very easily, while the other, it might actually become trauma, right? I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So trauma is different for different people. It is how you process what has happened to you, right? It is not that incident, not that event. So that is one main reason why everyone does not get the same kind of results with law of attraction. Okay, it works for some, it doesn't. Why? Because some carry these patterns, these traumas, which unless we heal, we cannot manifest. Right? So I will do less of theory here, and let's do a quick 1 minute. It's only going to take a minute. Let's do a quick grounding practice. I would love for you to put one hand on your heart. Okay, keep one hand on your heart chakra, and one, you can use the left hand on your heart and the right on your belly. Okay, just close your eyes. We've gone through most part of the day already, and we're already exhausted doing all the things that we've been trying to balance. So close your eyes. One hand, left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Keep your eyes closed. Just take a deep breath. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. Feel your feet on the ground. And I want you to tell this to yourself. You can speak out aloud. It is okay. I am safe now. It is okay. I am safe now. Notice the warmth of your hands. Let that warmth spread through your chest and your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. There's no need to change anything, just notice it. Gently press your feet onto the floor and remind yourself, I'm right here. I have nowhere to go. I'm right here in this present moment and I am safe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your muscles relax. Let your jaw soften. Just focus on your breath for a few seconds. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes and bring yourself fully back to this moment. How did that feel? Even though we did it just for a few seconds, let me know in the chat box, how did it feel? Thank you. Thank you so much for your responses. Felt beautiful, relaxing. Good to know. So imagine if, a few seconds, literally just 30 to 40 seconds can calm you down so much. Imagine how amazing it would feel if you had a space like this every single week, okay? A space where your emotions are not judged but understood. And, with just few moments of breath work can actually shift your state. You can imagine what 3 months of deep trauma-informed life coaching support could do for your confidence, for your clarity, and for your personal power. Right? That is exactly what we do inside Next Level You, which is my one-to-one life coaching program. With your permission, I'll just give you a brief about what we do. You can, of course, connect with me further if you're interested. But basically, this is mainly designed for women who are done with performing, who are done with pretending, who are ready to feel safe in their bodies, who are ready to feel clear in their minds, and who are ready to fully express themselves in their life and in their career. Okay. Now, the beauty of this program is that it is not some motivational based life coaching that you currently find in the market. This is trauma informed life coaching plus healing. So it's trauma back life coaching plus healing. So we use tools like breath work, grounding, somatic exercises, nervous system safety, and EFT tapping. Okay, so this was a little bit about my program. And quickly, let me share a simple method that I share with all my clients. It's called the 3 hours method. Okay, it's 3 hours. It will help you to take small, brave steps, something that you can implement right away. I want you to go back with some solid takeaways. So, something you can start right away without pushing yourself too hard. The first hour is recognize. Okay. Now, what do I mean by recognize is sometimes we are going through life with all these patterns. I just saw the message in the chats of Nidhi. Right, right. Thank you for sharing about your sibling. So, we need to recognize that's the first step. Recognize where you're hiding, recognize what are those patterns from your childhood that you are carrying on later into your adulthood. Recognize, are you waiting for things to be perfect before showing up? Are you saying yes when you actually want to say no? So the first step is to recognize, to become aware. Okay. Next step is to regulate. Rather than just jumping into action, we see, there's so much about action taking today that people jump into action without truly recognizing. So first step, recognize. Second step is regulate. Pause, breathe, just what we did a few minutes back. Pause, breathe, do some tapping if you're aware of EFT tapping, go for a walk, do something that calms your body down. Because if you're taking any kind of action from a state of desperation or, yeah, with that desperate energy, and I think even Dr. Saroja mentioned, if you're not doing it in alignment, nothing is going to work. Right? So calm your body down. It hardly takes 2 minutes, and that will change everything. So regulate yourself before taking action. And third is reclaim. What is reclaim? Choose one small step every day that makes you feel seen and proud. And who do you have to make proud? Not anybody else out there. I want you to start making yourself proud every single day. So, what is that one step you can do every day for yourself? Okay, not for your family, for your own self, that will make you feel seen and will make you proud of yourself. Okay, it may be simply going live on Instagram, it may be pitching your service, it may be doing a clarity call, it may be just saying, I need help at home. Okay, so often we hesitate to even ask for help from our own people. So it could be something as small as that, right? So I repeat, just to reiterate, 3 steps. First one is recognize, second, regulate, and third, reclaim, right? You can implement this right away. And here's what I want you to remember. When your body feels safe, your ambition does not feel like a burden. It feels like a calling. I repeat, when your body feels safe, your ambition doesn't feel like a burden. It feels like a calling. I do not want any of us women to feel that we are asking for too much. It's a burden. We working, coaching, and all of that is a burden. No, it is actually a calling, and we actually need to respect that calling. But that can only happen when you feel safe within yourself. So if this spoke to you, I would love to invite you into my free WhatsApp community. Yes, it is a gentle, no pressure space where I share voice notes, I share PDFs, simple tools that you can immediately start implementing. And I also share updates about my upcoming workshops. So if you're tired of doing it all alone, you're just looking for some support, you want to feel more confident, you want to feel aligned, you want to feel supported, then I would love to have you there. Yeah, I'll drop the link in the chat and maybe Neha can share it with all of you. So please come, do join us. It is completely free. Yes, I will be sharing the link. And parting words as I end my talk, I want you to remember that healing is not about hustle. It's not about doing more and more and more, right? Healing is not about hustle. Healing is not about doing more stuff, more inner work, more affirmations. No, healing is about feeling safe to be you, right? Healing is all about feeling safe to be yourself. So, thank you to each one of you for showing up today. The fact that you are here means you are already on the path from hiding to thriving. All the best. Love you all. And over to you, Neha.
Thank you so much, Venicia, for sharing so many information and the way you simply shared all those we used to, hide inside of us. And I think this is something which all need to understand, that there is something which needs to be healed so that we can move ahead in life. So if you feel like you're stuck somewhere, you don't know the reason, I would only say this: it can only be understood when you go for a clarity with somebody. It's like, I in my life I have juggled a lot with so many things, going to YouTube, finding some videos regarding what all problems I'm having in my life. Or sometimes we are even not aware about the problem, but something is going in our life which is stopping us again and again. So today was really a powerful session for me, because I have learned so much things from all the speaker here. And I hope those who stay till the end, or if you are watching the replay of this session, you will also make notes, you will apply. But in case you feel like that there is something needs to be discussed, get more clarity, then you will have all the links in the description of all the speakers. You can connect with them and get a clarity. So before I end, I want to invite all the speaker on the stage, and let's take a picture together before we end. Yes, we all are now live in front of you. All of you can also take a picture of us and tag us on Instagram or Facebook story, and we'll surely share that in our story again. So can we make a heart for all of them? Yes, let me just do like this. Yes. Oh, this is a virtual heart as well. Okay, ये वाला हार्ट भी बना लेते हैं. हाँ, this one. Okay. Yeah. Nidhi is pending and mine gone. चलो एक फोटो ले लेते हैं clearly. Yeah, yes. Saroja, you can make your heart. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to share this picture and tag each one of you. I want to say thank you so much to each one of you for sharing your powerful insight, giving your precious time here, and all this information which you have shared. I think we need it. So, anybody would like to add anything before we end the show? Anything anybody would like to add here?
Yes, Neha, thank you so much for the opportunity. And I can feel that every topic is interrelated. You have people who watch this video later on, they'll definitely will understand मुझे उनके पास भी जाना है, इनके पास भी जाना है, when they definitely had that need, because the topics are so interrelated. And for women, definitely like work-life balance बहुत ही important है. तो this is the powerful session, I can say.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing to hear from each one of you. I think everybody comes with so much of clarity. And I think the fact that Neha has started this and she's trying to, link all of us together on this kind of a platform, it's really amazing, Neha. Hats off to your efforts. Thank you so much. And everybody spoke with so much of clarity. Such amazing insights. Thank you so much, each one of you.
Yeah, thank you, Neha, and thank you, everyone. So insightful, listening to all of you. And thank you, Neha, for hosting all of us on this platform. I think so. It's a great way to, connect and know about different things. It's also learning for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. There was something to learn from everyone. I personally learned a lot from each one of the speakers over here. So it was amazing. Thank you, Neha.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, Neha. It's very difficult to say actually when I always call you ma'am. But it's really the network you have given, the platform you have given. We have met so many amazing coaches, and I would like to, personally thank like Coach Simple, Dr. Saroja. Thank you, Venicia, and thank you, Nidhi, because I have learned so many aspects of life today because I always into the financial things. So for me, the trauma and the manifestation and that there are the health and so many things learning is a very, very new thing. So thank you all and to organize this event. So thank you, our great host. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you so much to all the audience here who have listened this event till the end. We'll be surely inviting another speaker for the another inspiring episode of Powerful Women Summit. Stay in touch and keep growing each and every day. See you all. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.